Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of our Rimworld playthrough. Naked Brutality with no mods, all the expansions. We are focused on finishing up this basic structure and we're making a shirt. Last episode, Hammer finally crafted some pants after crash landing completely naked. And at the very beginning of this episode, we are now fully clothed. Look how far we've come. And with that, Hammer is going to get a nice early morning rest, going to bed at 5 a.m. Not recommended. So, food is doing not too bad. We have our child, Rena, who is going to haul in everything. Crucius has had a crisis of belief, which is fantastic. Should make converting him to our ways much better. Or her, I should say. Yes. Now, there's a few things we can do up here. We have some steel urns we could potentially claim. And maybe reinstall these in the bedrooms. Have some decorations going. We have some components up here we need to mine in order to strengthen our base. Now, we have this sort of basic structure here. I think it's time to consider how we might want to expand. So, with that said, do I want to go for a royalty playthrough? In which case, I might want to consider making sort of a throne room. So, I'm going to pause as I plan this out. I'm just going to plan it straight with the buildings, or the building tool. So, I want to go just a couple tiles away. I don't have a huge structure that I need to make. Could do something like this for now. With a limestone door. Some opportunities to expand it later. This could be equally a church or a throne room. I'm happy with that. I'm also really looking to block some sight lines with sort of natural buildings. I want to avoid doing complete walls. I could potentially do something like this. In hindsight, I don't love where I placed this wind turbine, but that's okay. We'll figure that out later. I could easily do a second one here, but we don't have power needs that are that intense quite yet. I might even make a little storage facility for power. Or we could put it in this laboratory. Who knows? We have lots of options. We did mostly rely on this initial structure, which I could deconstruct in order to make our very first building. I could also think about making an additional exit, because right now the only way in and out is through our kitchen, and then you have to walk through the freezer to get to the rest of our base, which is not my best design. There is something to be said for that. That being said, it is not a terrible design in the sense that this is kind of a stockpile area currently anyways. I shouldn't really be letting them store food on these. So I'm going to actually link all these together, and then I'm not going to allow them to store any food. Food can be stored here, and I do want that to be sort of the first place they stock up. I almost don't want meals on here either. And then what I'm going to do is go to here, stop misclicking, and I'm going to just have them drop these particular meals on the floor when they're done, and then somebody will bring them in here when they're ready. So we need to work on hauling all this food now. So whenever you're done, you're going to prioritize hauling whatever you're doing. So I shift click there because I don't want to cancel. Oh, we have malnutrition extreme. We need to deliver some food. And feed them. Excellent. They were almost dead. I am a terrible warden. I suppose Hammer's the only person who's on wardening. And that's maybe a problem. Hammer seems to really want to prioritize making all these stone blocks, which is good because it means the structure is being built. But there's a lot of basic maintenance still that we're not being really taken care of. And this is going to actually increase our wealth a moderate amount, having just more structures that are sort of unnecessary, but that's okay. This doesn't even necessarily need to be a throne room or temple or whatever. It looks very temple-like, actually. Like it could be a little temple. Maybe we'll have this be a temple instead. All right. We're going to prioritize converting after you make a stack of bricks. We have our crappy chef make a little bit of food there. Can we succeed? Oh. We had a crisis of faith and then they regained some certainty. I don't know exactly what happened there. We have nobody really prioritizing the research either, which is a problem. I really need to get somebody to start researching. So we have this temple structure built. We have mostly this is built. We still need to get this inside. We're sleeping outside and we're eating without a table. We can definitely solve some of those problems without too much effort. The first thing you need to do when you wake up, aside from grab one of these horrible potato breakfasts, is you need to finish this room. Quest, ship to the stars. So we could see where the landed ship is. Okay. That's a ways. Yeah, we're not doing that. One day I'll have a caravan run where we just pack everything up and we venture out and try to make it. It seems like it could be interesting. Okay, we are still doing this, hey? One thing I can do is go to my details here. Radius. Make the radius a lot smaller. And then create a dumping stockpile somewhere like here. And then just tell someone to come grab these limestones. We also grabbed a few marbles, but that's okay. So now that we have this dumping stockpile here, we're not going to be running as far, and I can get somebody else to do it. It doesn't have to be Hammer. Oh, and an eclipse. Lovely. Well, you're going to play some horseshoes, and then because you're pretty well the only one who can... did we actually get those components already? Am I crazy? Those components appear to have been mined. Where did they go? What did they go towards? Well, we need one... Oh. We need 3 components for this. All right. Oh, they're right here. We just need some more steel. All right. Well, we'll get that next time. I will see you in the next episode.